Hello, welcome to I'm the Monet Tarot. Let's ring our bell. I certainly hope and pray that all is well. Thank you for choosing me and trusting me with your reading. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes. Welcome to new members. Welcome to new subscribers. Welcome to those who are returning. I appreciate your love and support. Become a member here for mini readings, mini monthly readings, members only readings, as well as early access to readings. I'm going to choose a number here for you from the Angel Numbers Oracle deck for the collective. What do we have? 3434. Manifest your dreams. Your desires are within reach. Stay focused and watch your dreams turn into reality. I know that's right. All right, I'm going to be doing your reading here from the Rider-Waite. Put you some good shuffles in. Oh, boy. And we will begin your reading. What do we have here for the collective? Hear that screaming out there. Give you a nice three-way split. All right, let's get into it. All right, let me get my glasses. I don't know. I'm seeing this big yes here on this card, and I was hearing like you got a yes, okay, or you're getting a yes, okay. I don't know how that may resonate with someone, but a yes is coming in. Someone's going to tell you yes, whatever it is that you are inquiring about, want, maybe has something to do with your career, okay. A positive note I'm hearing maybe has something, maybe if you applied for a promotion, okay, or just a new job, okay, something positive is coming in for you, okay. I feel like it definitely has to do with work, okay, and I feel like it has to do with success, okay. It's going to take you on the roadmap, I'm hearing, to success, a successful outcome, okay. You definitely will be working with others. I feel like this is a type of work that you'll be doing that, first of all, I feel like you'll enjoy it. I'm not saying it's going to be a fun ha-ha time, but it's something that you will love, okay. I'm hearing garner friendships, relationships. I definitely feel like it's a very professional environment. You will garner relationships from it, positive relationships. It's the type of place where, you know, you go to some places and you're new and it's like people, no one's really helping you or showing you the ropes or anything like that. It's not like that. It's almost like a family-oriented feel, okay, where people actually care about one another, okay, working together, okay, in a positive. It's a corporate environment. It's a large company. The division that you will be working in is small. I feel like whatever it is, it's not so much the backbone of the company, like in terms of your division that you'll be working in, but it's like central and key. Okay, I'm hearing to the establishment. It's quiet, it's secretive. There may be people, very few, I'll say this, very few know what it is that you do, the kind of work that it is that you do. Okay, or the specifics of what it is that you do. I'm hearing like what it is your company does in relation to you. Okay, so your division. Okay, it is, I want to use the word mysterious, but I don't know if that's a good word. More so, it's just, okay. I heard, I don't know, can we say these words on here? I heard central intelligence. Okay. And then I did hear the word agency. I don't know if it is that organization or what you do. Like I said, it's central and key, okay, to the organization that you will be working in. But it's like the work here is, oh boy, the best word I could think of at this point is high ranking, very specific job, very specific work. The detail is important. I don't think that I don't think it's easy to get into this arena here. Confidential, not mysterious. Confidential. Okay. Hmm. You may, in doing this work here, because it is confidential, it's not something like you can just go out with your friends and family and tell them, what it is that you do and the specifics and all of that. And there might even be, I just feel like you just have to be very quiet about it. It's not something that you can share. And I don't even think that it's something that, even if you could share, people would know what you're talking about. Okay. That could have to do with the, what did I say earlier? The, quietness of it. I don't want to say like you'll lose friendships, but I don't, it's something about this work. It may be something that is going to be, I definitely feel life changing, but it's something that's going to be, it may take up a lot of your time. And because you can't really speak about it, because it's very confidential, there might be a loss of relationships, not anything malicious, just so you just don't have time. And you just can't focus on it. And I'm hearing like life will change. People won't understand. So you may have people in your personal life who, do people even know that you've applied for this? Do people even know where you work? Do people even know, I'm talking about people, in your personal life, your social life. Do they know that, what it is that you do and what it is that you will, well, they won't know in a sense what it is that you will be doing, because I feel like this, yes, you are going to be accepted into the division, this division here. I feel like whatever this is, you'll know by the beginning of next week. And I don't usually do time frames, but that's what I'm feeling. Okay. feel that there might be a lot of pressure. It has to do with these relationships, loss of relationships, or relationships, personal relationships being feeling like they're stagnating because it's, I don't know what it is. It's something like you can't push further because you can't speak on it, you can't talk on it. It's like your life may become a mystery to people, and you just won't have time, and you can't tell them anyway. And I'm hearing, I won't. No, you won't. You most certainly won't. So people may, you're in your personal life, people may have make assumptions about, what it is that you're doing, where it is that you're going, or more so, why don't you have time for us anymore? Okay? And it will bring somewhat of a halt in the progression of your personal relationships. Okay. Definitely, this is a great opportunity for you, beneficial change. And even though they may feel like this tension in regards to your personal relationships, I'm even hearing home life. And I feel more so, not so much marital strife, but I feel more so, again, family, extended family, that type of thing. Okay, personal relationships, once again. It's just going to be a beneficial change for you. If you have any conflict in your personal life, this damn sure going to end it, because you won't even have time to address the conflict. You won't have any time to focus on that or think about it. And you won't be, whatever this work is that you'll be doing, it's you have to be very sharp here. Mentally prepared and sharp. And the fact that you're being given a yes, okay, is showing that you already are, but you will be even more so. Interesting. Confirmation. Interesting, because I'm seeing hold on, I'm sorry. Let me catch this. Okay. All right. Like I said, people will probably come up with all kinds of assumptions here about what it is that you're doing, okay, where you've been, why you ain't been around, just talking, gossip, things like that. Misunderstandings. I was going to say, when I said you have to be sharp here, I see sharp tongue right here. But again, just, and in a sense, missing your energy, missing you. I don't feel like in a negative sense, but I feel like there, again, misunderstandings because you won't be talking much, okay, about what you're doing, okay, your work. And I just feel like it's going to take a lot of time and energy away from social realm. And I feel like, again, whatever this work is, it's you will garner relationships there. People might get jealous, okay, or get to thinking you think you're better, or whatever the case, things along those lines, okay. I don't feel like it's anything that you need to really worry yourself about, though. Okay. Just people will talk. It will be a lot of work, though. Okay. But again, I feel like this will be something that you will enjoy. I feel like it is going to, like I said, I'm sorry, I'm hesitating here, but I feel like I want to say test your fortitude. Hard work. hard work. And because of this whole, the division and the center, this, didn't I say something about center or central or something like that, of the organization, it's not something that you're going to turn over, the work is going to turn over, quickly. It's a process. It's going to take time. It's not anything that you will regret in any way, shape, or form. Opportunities here, okay, are going to open up to you. This acceptance thing, like I said, relationships here. You're going to garner strong, positive working relationships, okay, with the people that you work with. If I do feel that it may be stressful at times, okay. It will take a lot of, now, sleepless nights, not as a result of anxiety. I just feel like it's just going to take a lot of time, whatever the work is. This is one of them type of jobs where, I don't know, it's almost like, I'm not saying it's this, but investigation, research, long nights, working together, okay. In a sense, problem solving. Confirmation. It will have to do with oh man, I'm mad. Ooh-wee. I don't know, because I'm having a difficult time with this, because I can't say specifically what it is, but it's like cases, okay, again, that are central to this agency. I'm hearing, okay, the work, I'm hearing the word modification. The work, you will be researching, studying, interpreting even, okay, cases. I'm hearing long held or long withheld, okay, from the community. I feel like from the public. I'm hearing, again, organization. Man, listen, I'm hearing, oh my God. Okay, I'm hearing crime. Okay. Criminal rings and shit like that, okay? But not anything small. Now, I ain't saying it's that three-letter organization. Hell, it might be shit, okay? We're not talking about small things, that the police department could handle and all of that type of thing, okay? No. This is very in-depth, detailed. Look at this. Entanglement, like webs, okay? Okay, you know how you see the movies and they show them investigators and they're trying to figure out a case, and they have all these pictures and newspaper articles and all notes and whatnot on a board, and they string everything together like a web. Okay, like that's what I'm saying. Webs, okay, of, here we have foolish action, hasty decisions. Unwise decisions. Okay, loss, deprivation, theft, pollution, financial failure, things that all of these things are going to be surrounded here, okay, or going to be a part of these cases of work that you have to like sift through. I even see paper, so it's not this. Some of this stuff may be really, really old. It's not going to be all on. All of the stuff may be on the computer, but at the same time, we're talking about, there was a time when everything wasn't put on the computer. There's going to be hard paper, okay, that you'll be sifting through, researching, studying, trying to solve, figure out. Like, what did these people do? Okay? In terms of each particular case that you will be working on. And I don't feel that this is just It's not like local stuff. Some of it may be global. It may be nationwide. But webs, confirmation, webs, internal work, deep, okay, deep hearted, right? There may be times of boredom, of course, restlessness. That even goes into the sleepless nights. Like I said, your mind has to be really, really sharp to pick this shit up. It's like details, okay, minute details. You gotta be really, really sharp. Clarity and clear and grounded. You have to be a very grounded individual. You may go through, or you may have already gone through a series of, we call it, exams to test your mental. Didn't I say something about fortitude earlier? The word fortitude, okay? Your mental space. To be clear that you can do this work. And whoever you are, you're most definitely getting a yes. I'm hearing research once again. You may have been researched, okay, in great depth, okay. They may know things about you that you didn't even know or remember or whatever, okay. Isolated from society. This is what I'm saying in regards to your personal life. Your social life that you currently have, okay, may come to an end, null and void. Not with any maliciousness, but it's like this right here, what you will be doing will be taking up so much of your time. And I feel like this is why you're going to garner positive relationships with the people you work with. Y'all all in the same boat. But whatever division this is, and whatever the organization this is, it's not a big one. There are very few people who are allowed, even, I'm hearing, okay, in these doors of this particular division. Critical, I'm hearing. And like I said, paper, not all on the computer, simply not. There are some things, paper, that you will have to sift through. It's like, you see these libraries or certain places or museums and whatnot. They have rooms, okay, with old stuff in it. And boxes and confirmation. But it's like almost a dungeon type. It's sealed. The room where you will get a lot of the information of the work that you have to, work through. It is sealed. It is for very few people. Organized. Very, very professional. Very. These people ain't taking no shit. They don't. I was going to say something about sass. You remember, if you saw it, Kill Bill, right? One of my favorite movies. And the second one, when he took Beatrix to his mentor or whatever, his teacher. And he was telling her, he told her, he said that the man, he wasn't going to deal with no American sass or something like that, he said, okay? So that's what I was thinking. This is a very, very highly professional environment. They ain't for that shit. So for you to get a yes means that your shit is tight. They don't give a damn about no trendy shit, no modern day shit, no internet shit. They don't give a damn about none of that shit. This shit, where you going down, none of that shit don't fly. I don't even think you would be allowed in the office for an interview. These people are tight. and sharp, shit sharp. And I don't mean the way they dress. This might require travel. You may, like I said, some of this stuff may be global. You may interact with people from other countries, nations. I don't think that this level you will encounter or meet with people of high societal ranking of other nations, but it's almost like the grunt work, the behind the scenes, okay, that you will do. But your division will be known among a certain few globally with your global work when you have to do that type of work. Like people, I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there, I'm just using this as an example. If there's presidents and all of that type of shit, or whatever the leaders of their nations are called, okay, you may not meet with those people, but your division is known here, and it's important, okay. There might be, I'm seeing this successful negotiation that you may be based off the work and your findings and your research and blah blah blah, this that and the other, that you and your co-workers will do together. It may boil down to, depending on what they want. I would think that they would want successful negotiations, and it's going to be based off of your findings, how you have put things together, how you have come to understand these webs, okay, and what took place, and how it impacts the current status of things. I am not saying it is that organization. This may be an organization that few know about, or at least a division. Well, division is one that few know of. Okay. The work that you do and your findings and et cetera, the research, so on and so forth, that so much will hinge on that. So much. And for some listening, they may feel that, see, some people would feel like, well, why, we do the grunt work, but we do all this work, but we don't get the glory in the sense of meeting with these people of, high societal status. But that's the thing. This division, I feel like, in the whole interviewing, selection process, however you want to call it, they don't they don't want people like that. So whatever rigorous thing you had to go through, trust and believe, they're able to weed that out. People who were looking for that accolade. This is not about that. To be seen and known. This has that whole that ideology, or that idea, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. And here we're not looking for that. I'm not saying that they would say that to you or did, okay, but in other words, emotional intelligence is key. Okay. I feel like you have to know. You may even have to relocate at times. You might not just travel, you might even have to set up shop at times in other places. Okay. possibly overseas, possibly, in your state, city, whatever. You have to know when to walk away from something. You have to know when to separate, and damn sure separate your personal uh, outlook, okay, from what it is that you're doing, and what it completely objective, as much as humanly possible. And I feel, once again, in the selection process, they've been able to weed that out. You have to be able to take an L, okay? Be defeated. So everything is not going to go in the positive direction it's not supposed to. There will be loss. Sometimes the opponent gonna prevail. And again, you have to have the emotional intelligence, okay, to accept that in your work. That's why this division is a very small group of people. Very small. Okay. Let me keep going. But even though the whole grunt work thing, it's not going to always be like that. Even though you may not come in contact with people, again, who sit in those high societal ranking seats or whatever, okay? You may not come in contact with them, you may not meet them, you may not speak with them, okay? You're going to be in circles and realms here that few people can get in. The work that you're going to do, for those who know what it is that you're doing, trust and believe, is welcome, and I feel like you will be rewarded handsomely for it. Okay. I'm seeing it right here. Okay. Hmm. It may even, because of, like I said, grunt work at times, not all the time. Okay. It's like it's not going to be boring in the sense of, well, I did say there might be times of boredom, okay, but it's like something new all the fucking time. You understand what I'm saying? Researching and finding out the details of whatever the quote unquote cases, the webs, so on and so forth. All right. I said the word skilled earlier. Skillful. Patience. Is key. And I'm here, and you have them both. I'm not sure. sure here about one part. Hold on. Let me keep going. I feel like even the way you look at things, you may begin to see the world from a completely new point of view. You may have times where you feel disillusioned based off of what you are doing and what you're learning, what you're coming in contact with, versus the illusion of life that we have been sold. Okay? You may know it now by book, learning type of thing, but you actually see it and experience it. Right. You will see unscrupulous behavior, betrayal. I'm talking about when in work in these cases. I'm not talking about you yourself. Bigotry, retaliation, unreliability, pettiness, especially which will maybe like just astonishing, based off of the fact that some of this shit will be global shit that you're going to. I shouldn't say shit. Global work. Or whatever your findings are, or whatever you're researching, okay, whatever the cases are global, okay. These are the types of things that you will, like shit written in a novel or in a movie. Like this is real. Of course, we know sometimes in our personal lives, but on a grand scale, things that may seem so important. Like, why would you find such petty things on something so important? And you can read it in the news and about it, so on and so forth, but to actually be in the jumping into the reality of it personally may have you and so close to it, as opposed to just reading about it in the paper or on the news or on the internet or whatever. Okay? I mean, you must already have some kind of connection or something with this type of thing to even be able to, I guess, apply for this type of work. I don't know, though, okay? Because, hey. You will see those things. You will see things of cowardice, illness, injury, defensiveness, danger, excessive defenses, failure of defense, stuff like stubbornness, poor health, loss of status in these cases, in these that are these webs. You may question, how could, on such a grand scale, could people be so careless of things of such importance? But human beings are human beings. Doesn't make a difference. So here you may go in with the sense of kind of this full energy, with a sense of seeing things one way. Again, the illusion of what we have been told life is. Seeing these things or hearing about these things, but now you will be entrenched in it. And your mind, mastermind, you will become a mastermind, or you will see how masterminds work. And yet, and still, this is a mastermind that yet can be so petty and small. Okay? Because once again, human beings are simply that. Masterminds or not. Whew. Honey, this one like pulling teeth. Like, mm, mm. Look at this, baby. You damn sure gonna be busy. Continue to move forward with your work despite what it is that you find. I feel like you will. Look, the rest time is over. All right? Get ready to get busy. Okay? All right. Okay. A new opportunity here, okay, has come into your life. New experiences. Don't discard your intuition as you're solving these cases. Intellect and all of that stuff, of course, but do not discard your intuition. Don't think that these people scoff at that. They absolutely do not. Okay. Regardless of what we have been told in the illusion, once again, of what they told us life is. They know, these people that this organization, so on and so forth, knows better. They tell, people whatever. But this type of shit right here, your intuition will probably be key. Don't throw it out. Don't think that it's not. Sharpen it's part of your mind. Sharpen it. You can call it intuition. You can call it insightful, whatever. If that fits better for you, just call it insightful. Okay. But if you have a problem with intuition, make sure that you utilize it. And again, for whatever rigorous process you had to go through to be accepted into this, they made sure that you do rely on it. Attractive offer. This is an attractive offer. Social offer as well. Like I said, you're going to garner some lifelong friendships and relationships here. You must be fearless and courageous. Okay, there may be a lot of adversity that you encounter if it's nothing more than what you are going to be looking into and researching. Okay, as much as you can, stay strong, stay grounded. I feel like that is key. Okay, being grounded and confident, and doing this work and what you're going to find. Okay, a lot of, like I said, these successful negotiations, so on and so forth, are going to really hinge. I think that's what the word hinge on the work that you do and what you find, and okay. Now, what is this with this King of Cups and Emperor in reverse? You may find people in these leadership positions who you may not meet, like I was saying earlier, but they do know of your work and your presence. Maybe not you specifically, but of the division that you're going to work in, this small division. You may find these people. You may find and question how in the hell are they in those positions. You got to have the emotional maturity. That doesn't mean that they do. Okay? You may find that some of these people are immature. They've given bad advice. They're insecure, neurotic, okay, deceitful. There might be a lot, and I'm definitely sure, of betrayal, okay, violent. Some of them possibly lazy, weak, selfish, addictive behavior. Okay. Once again, immaturity, a sense of inferiority, but yet they sit in a seat of authority. Unyielding, rebellious, dependent, codependent possibly, unfeeling, rude, indecisive, untrustworthy, lazy, and lack of regulation. But they're the ones that rule the earthly realm. And I'm not talking about from a spiritual sense. They sit in these seats of high social ranking or social high ranking. Okay? And you will find a lot of this devil energy that these people are in. You may even find some shit. Okay, now I don't know if this division or if there is a division that will touch on the spiritual aspects of this work. Okay. You know, you have to use your intuition though. Okay. To know that there might be some kind of spiritual connotations to some of the shit that you find. And I don't necessarily mean, God bringing down the hammer on folks in the comment. No, I mean much more in depth than that line of thinking. Like I said, these people want you to make sure that they may not say it, but they just might. What do you feel? If they don't say intuition, go with what you feel. It's going to lead you to the next part of the web. There might be some dark workings as well. Will that come out in any of this? I don't know. Unless, like I said, there is another division that was probably much smaller and probably not known that deals with that aspect. But I don't know. And when I say I don't know, because I'm not picking up a yes or no one way or the other. Okay? You're going to come across a lot of people in leadership here that are in the reverse. Okay? King of Cups in the reverse. King of Wands, Swords in the reverse. Exploitation, prejudice, selfishness, cruelty, dishonesty, poor judgment, suspicious, manipulative, tyrannical, desire for power, revenge. King of Wands in reverse. Arrogant, deceptive. Okay? Injustice, arbitrariness, rigid, prejudice, conflict, aggression, intolerant, ruthlessness, weak folk, but sitting once again in I'm supposed to get that in. Okay, but there we go. But sitting in seats of authority. Okay. People who cannot be satisfied, frivolous, self-indulgent, unrealistic, hedonism, dreams, arrogant, greedy, superficial, hollow, financial loss will be big and abusive, betrayers, backstabbers. And here it is, King of Swords. These are the types of people that you're going to find sitting in these seats of power. Knight of Swords in reverse, presumptuous, impulsive, quarrel, selfishness, impatience, bad advice, once again, bossiness, persistence, blind faith. That came out in was on another card here. Okay, discreet thinking, aggressive, oppressive, and violent. Once again, and all of them in reverse. And this Emperor. These are the types of people that you are going to find sitting in seats of authority, who are rulers here of this earthly, and I don't, like I said, I'm talking about the material realm aspect, Pentacles, the material aspect, not spiritual. who are sitting in seats of high authority and high power. Okay. Now I know all this it may not sound, very positive. That's why I said at some point you got to make sure that you're very grounded. But I forgot. Okay, but make sure you might become disillusioned at times, even though the 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 um, uh, the regular person may say, "Oh yeah, I know they're like that," but it's one thing to know, and it's another thing to delve into these cases, whatever they are, and these webs and whatnot, and see how, and especially stuff that may be global, even if it's not global, but to see how these people have actually acted so petty and small because they're human. Okay, maybe drunk with power. Okay, and maybe even be blind here to, I'm hearing, their own self-regulation, but yet making decisions not from a completely objective point of view. That's why I say for yourself, as objective as humanly possible. Okay, you're going to see a lot of injustice and a lot of regardless of, they may act like and sell to the world an idea of orthodoxy, traditionalism, so on and so forth, but you're going to find that it's just being preached at folk, not practiced by those who preach it. And maybe even with that devil card upright, a sense of godlessness or no fear of the greater. Right. You will do well regardless. Okay. Again, you've been selected here for this. Okay, or maybe you're going through the process now. Maybe it's something you're thinking about. You will be selected for it. Okay. They see you as highly qualified. You will be qualified, but it will test you, your faith, okay, and your limits, okay. But there's protection, okay, good fortune, okay, inspiration. It will be some very positive at times as well, okay. With the optimism here, okay, happiness, altruistic wisdom, creativity, well-being, balance. Okay, I'm hearing will be restored. You'll be sitting in this Queen of Wands energy. Okay, you may be male or female. I was thinking female, but take it as it resonates. All right. It may not feel like a position of leadership, but it is a position of leadership because, again, the work, it may seem grunt work, you may seem like the people behind the scenes doing a lot of work, but what you find, not only through your intellect, your ability to research, your ability to think critically, so on and so forth, the sharp mind and your intuition, a lot of what the successful negotiations or whatever the outcome is supposed to be, the problem solving of cases for whatever the outcome that they want, need, or looking for, okay, is going to be based upon your findings, yours, and a few other folk. Not a lot. Very small division, once again. That's a position of leadership. These people, they may be in the reverse, sitting in these seats of authority. They know the division, okay? It's like I'm seeing someone whispering in one of these people's ear about what you and your division have found, what you have solved, what you have figured out. You are sitting in a seat of authority and leadership. It's not about sitting in the seat and being seen and given the name and the title. It's more than that. Leadership. Anything else? Balance. Good news, go with the flow. Skill, again, skillful manipulation. Okay. Support. Balancing many obligations at the same time. Like I said, a lot of work, a lot of cases. Okay. I don't know if you do one at a time or two at a time or what. I don't know. Okay. Anything else? All right. All right. And here again, it's ending with a yes and an offer. Okay. I'm going to pull a card here for you from the Isis Oracle deck. I'm here in Saudi Arabia. Okay, maybe significant or maybe a country that you will go to or work with in some way. I'm hearing division. Okay. Pakistan. Now, I heard Irania, but I'm thinking Iran. Or something with Ia at the end. Okay. That's all I got on that word. I'm hearing the word civilization. United States, of course. I am here in Iran, okay. I just heard Europe. I'm not hearing any specific countries. Something about big bodies of water like oceans. The Pacific and Atlantic are significant. I heard African continent, so I didn't get any particular countries though. Okay. Brazil. Okay, that's all I have on that note. Okay. Flower of life, divine creativity and manifestation. You are entering a fertile period of your life. Look at this. Focus on your innate, intuitive here, creativity and how potent this is becoming, and watch it rapidly grow. Didn't I say your mind, you're going to be sharp here, sharper than you already are, okay? It's necessary, and as you do it, you'll become better and greater and more sharp, okay? Your wisdom, I'm hearing, is key. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender your control over how things will manifest and instead allow them to do so. Again, your how you view things and how you see the world, okay? You may become disillusioned at times with what you are about to jump into and see how real it actually is. Okay? However, allow the flow. Do not resist change. Here it is. Instead, flow and let it happen. Now is the time for your blossoming. Okay? Where's that card? This Queen of Wands here. Dominance, ambition, the center of attention, to be admired, self-affirmation, leadership, full of energy, daring, confident, visionary, and charismatic. Okay? This is your work. Okay? This is your work. All right? I was thinking of names that people you might come across that might be relevant. Let me see. Okay. I did hear Eric. I heard Aaron, Josh, Joshua, Lemuel. Okay, like Lemuel, Lemuel. There's a name that keeps coming up. I did names in the last video, but this is a name of a childhood classmate, and that's why I've been hesitant to say it. But that this person's name, usually I would just get her first name. This person's name is very significant. Now I'm getting her first and last name, and I don't want to say, I don't want to say it. I'm running out of time. Needed to be charged. Okay. Let me see, is it still going? I hope so. Yeah, okay. Okay. I heard Samson. I'm gonna stop because I think I'm running out of time here, okay. Gordon, interesting. Never heard that before. Gordon. All right, I'm leave it there. All right, thank you so much. I hope it resonated. All right, you all have favor. Peace.